everyone, welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and it is time for the Daring Droid Legendary event. That is right. I am on a pre-build that EA has given me access to, so that way I can make this video, so that way I can have this out for you guys the day this launches, so you can have some strategy as to how to tackle the droid event. Now, we do know that this is an extremely rare event that is just like the Emperor Palpatine event and the Yoda event. This is not designed for every single person to be able to ace instantaneously. This is designed for people who are ready. I always talk about the 4 pillars of the game being the Jedi, which is for getting Yoda, the Rebels, which is for getting Emperor Palpatine, and now I always talk about Empire being part of the 4 pillars, and this is a great reason why it's one of the 4 pillars. Not only do they have a great option of characters in the Empire, but now you can unlock R2D2. So if this event is too tough for you when you first start out, don't worry about it. You're going to get multiple opportunities. It will go into rotation, just like the Yoda event, just like Emperor Palpatine, but we are going to go ahead and do it. You have to have Empire characters to compete, so that is what we're going to use. We're going to use Empire characters. The first tier, there's 7 tiers, by the way. The requirements of each tier are going to be the star level or rarity of the characters in your inventory. So your strategy is going to be, if you want to unlock him, you need 5 5-star Empire. So you want to open your Empire, look at what you have, and see what are your highest 5, and then those are probably the ones you're going to be bringing in here. Just start gearing them and starring them. This event is 8 days long. What that means is you'll have a little over a week to complete the Daring Droid event to unlock him. He will be viable at 5 stars, but if you can get him all the way to 7 stars, then good for you. So really, it's just unlocking him. Again, he's a staple in the game. He'll be very viable, very usable, and he's definitely, like Emperor Palpatine, going to be meta changing. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So you have to use Empire. So let's take them out, and the best Empire leader is probably Emperor Palpatine, but what I want to do is actually take in General Veers and his crew for as much of this as possible, if not all of it, because they just got to rework, and we know the Imperial troopers are now a thing, and it is a really, really good thing. Now on this team, Veers has his Zeta, but all the rest have their abilities to level 7. They're not all Omega'd, and so because of that, you're going to see them very powerful, but not at their absolute fullest potential. Very cool. This is our first look at burning, which is actually a new debuff. It says it will deal damage to each turn, and it will minimize their chance to evade. And there's our first 25. All right. The next one, they're going to talk about the next ability he has, Smokescreen, and that's where he can give a targeted ally foresight and everybody else stealth. We'll get to see how this plays out. They're all stealthed. Let's go ahead, and he gave himself the foresight. He targeted himself, which you can do. Dang. That group attack by Veers is pretty awesome. So far, Tier 1 and Tier 2 truly are representative of what they said, which is 20 plus, 30 plus, and then 40 plus. It's talking about his ability Improvise. It will deal damage to all enemies and may inflict burning, which is that debuff. It's actually a new debuff in the game. Pretty cool. So level 40, they have protection now. And I really love Snow Trooper's AoE. Pretty amazing. So tier 4, you need to be 50 plus, and your characters are going to obviously have to be 4-star. And it just mentioned that burning does damage every single turn to your characters. So just keep that in mind, that is kind of like a damage over time, but different, because it prevents the evasion, minimizes the evasion. Let's go ahead and remove turn meter. Let's 27,000. That is a very good hit. Love the AoE group attack. Finish him off. And I love how Magma Trooper gets that second shot. The damage potential for these individuals is pretty impressive for the troopers when you group them together. So here's where you're going to end up getting to unlock him. So this is really the key or pivotal moment to know whether you've got what it takes. You're going to be able to see what you have to go against to know what you're going to have to bring in. He also talks about combat analysis, which is one of his abilities where it gives all of his allies critical hit chance and accuracy. All right, there's those boxes again. First thing I notice is they're pretty fast. They're going to get off the jump. They're going to get you off the jump. So you're going to have some pretty tanky characters, Royal Guards, Shore Troopers, Darth Vader, those kinds of characters that are Empire are the ones you're going to want to bring in because they got to survive kind of the initial onslaught. The second thing is Chewbacca being a tank and then R2 being a support but kind of tanky. You see they both have a ton of health and protection. The other characters look to be relatively squishy, and I'm not sure if their kits are identical to the kits that you would use in game, but let's go ahead and try to remove some turn meter. And let's go ahead and try and put health down. There we go. I'm going to do the AoE, and that's going to bring in the second ability, and it's going to bring in a group attack. Nice. And Death Trooper sometimes can shoot twice on his basic. It's pretty awesome. Especially since he does about 15k. Now watch Snow Trooper's AoE attack on everyone. This is an impressive AoE now. Love that. They've really worked him. So if anyone had spent time on Snow Trooper, they will be happy with their investment. Now let's do his special ability. His special ability can apply Death Mark and do about 30,000. 35 plus 1,000 would have applied Death Mark, but instead it just killed Chewie. So Death Trooper, definitely one of the troopers worthy of bringing in. And you get your 45, which is enough to unlock him. Let's go ahead and do the 6 and the 7-star level. Let's see if I can do it with the troopers. I should be able to. Talks about number crunch. It says it gives all the R2D2's bonuses to all of his allies. So that's pretty cool. And now the opposing team, in my opinion, is around equivalent to where these guys are. I would say these are equivalent to, it says R2D2's a level 75 boss, but you probably would want to be level 77 and above comfortably with your gear level at a minimum of gear level 10, about 75 to 80 with gear level 10 minimum to get him 6-star. This is going to be a very difficult event for anyone who does not have 5 really, really maxed out Empire, which is a great majority of the community. But again, this is going to come back. The one thing also I like about these troopers is there's a ton of AoEs, area of effects. So even when the other team is stealthing and things like that. I mean, General Veers has a area of effect, Death Trooper has an area of effect, Snow Trooper has an area of effect, Magma Trooper has an area of effect, so it doesn't really matter the opposing team if they're stealth or any of that kind of stuff, because they all have an ability to hit everyone. And that group attack is pretty impressive. That'll help, a little critical hit immunity. Now I'm going to try to apply Death Mark. It might kill him, though. It only did 16,000. I like the days on the basic. Now let's do Snow Troopers AoE. This is very impressive. Wow, 20,000 on a basic. All right, take some more turn meter. Perfect timing because R2 is about to go. Shore Trooper, if you have him, will be ever so critical in this because of his ability to be tanky, take the damage, and put that critical hit immunity up for sure. Dang. That's a lot of damage on that group attack. $37,000. Oh, man. Oh man, that is a lot. General Veers increases their hit capability as the leader, and man, I tell you, I've never seen Death Trooper hit for almost 40,000 on his attack ever. And there's another 85. That's to get your 6th star. All right, tier level 7. This is it, all or nothing. Level 80 plus.
I heard General Veers is the way to go. Let's do this.
I would say that you should be all 5 7-star, level 85, decent 4 and 5 dot mods with your gear 11 at minimum, more than likely. The last level, while it looked easy, had totally and completely maxed out, reworked trooper characters. So this is definitely going to be a difficult battle. They're very fast. They do a lot of damage. It says, for strategy tips, be prepared for anything. The enemies are immune to turn meter delay. So Magma Trooper is not going to be as effective in this. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch him out for Stormtrooper. Man, they are really fast in this last level. Some health down. Man, we can't get anything in. So the goal will be to take out their damage dealers. Anyone that does a lot of damage will be the ones that we want to hit. If we can ever get a turn in. All right, this should be enough to kill him. Ooh, wow, only 8,000. All right, group attack. Desperately needed that. Let's get this AoE and get Han Solo out of there. Snow Trooper. Man, that just does a great amount of damage. And Chewie is very, very tanky. Oh, I love the double attack. Excellent. Now let's try and get Leia out of there. 21,000 on a basic. Excellent. Alright, let's try and do health down. There we go. 17.5. That's probably the highest I've seen General Veers hit for on a basic, and that's against high level characters. 17,000 on a basic. Let's give everyone immunity again from critical hits. Keep going after R2. He's very powerful. Got a really cool kit for sure. Now let's do a group attack on him. Wow. He has got very high health and protection pool. Let's see how much damage we can do with this ability. Oh, he dodged. Another AoE from Snow. Dang! That was a good hit. The stealth definitely makes it difficult to get to the people you want to get to. Heal people up, critical hit immunity. And I can't hit Chewie. I had to kill Obi-Wan. Let's do... Oh, he dodges that. That's the second time that shot's been dodged. That one's been dodged. Let's do a group attack. We're bound to hit him with more than one. And he took his second shot. Let's try and put health down. Of course, dodge. So you can see these 5 characters I'm using are completely maxed out, have all their abilities at level 7, level 85, 7-star, and they've all lost pretty much all their protection in comparison to, you know, the opponents. And they have pretty decent mods on them. I wouldn't say super fast mods, but you saw how many turns the opposing team got to take before. So if you're thinking you're gonna, you know, get R2D2 at 7 stars right off the bat, you'll probably be mistaken unless you have been doing your Empire the entire time and you have 5, you know, Gear 11 characters. It's probably not going to happen. So anyway, that is General Veers and his crew. What do you think of General Veers' rework? I want you guys to leave those comments down below, and I will have many other videos for General Veers specifically and his rework. Now let's go ahead and unlock R2D2.